Yo, what up? It's KP on Twirl TV, coming at you from the Hollywood Hills in the belly of the beast, Hollywood, California. And in light of Hurricane Sandy, this week we're going to talk a little bit about being prepared. So if you've been following what's been going on a little bit and haven't been living under a rock, you know that the East Coast just got hit with a pretty wild storm, and they had some flood in the streets going on. There was fishes swimming in the streets, and people couldn't get gas for days. The power's been out. A lot of places still don't have power. You know what I'm saying? It's the second day of November today, and what this illustrates is another example of how we need to be more self-sufficient, and we need to be more prepared for situations like this. So for instance, what are some things that you could maybe have or do to be prepared if something like this happened? Let's say on the West Coast, if we had like a major earthquake in California or something like that, let's say. Well, some things that you should do is you should probably have at least 3 days, I would say probably at least like a week of food. So if you got a family of 4, I would say, have a week's worth of food in the house for, every member of the family. You should have things like extra toilet paper on deck. You should have a medical kit, in case of some sort of, accident occurs or something like that and you can't get to a hospital. You got at least some sort of medical access there at the house. You might want to think about some sort of backup generator, or some solar panels or something like that if the power goes out. When it comes to defense, you might want to think about, having some sort of, a bat or some, tactical knives, or, some guns or something like that, or a combination of all that jazz. For some home protection. There's been stories of people, getting shot and stabbed, waiting in line for gasoline on the East Coast, already. So, what's to say that something like that can't happen where you're at, or where I'm at? And so we got to be prepared for things like this. If there is a major earthquake, you might not be able to use the roads. Bridges might collapse, the highways might get shut down, and again, if something like that happens and people start panicking and start raiding the stores and people start rioting and stuff like that, it gives them another chance to come in with that martial law, start locking people down, and getting the FEMA camps cracking, and lining people up into those, and then you get the forced inoculations and get to eat their genetically modified food and all that jazz. So we need to be more self-sufficient. We need to be more prepared for things like this to happen to us. It might be a good idea to have some extra gallons of gasoline stored away somewhere. It's a good idea to have a bug-out bag. Look that up, search engine that on your own time. It's basically a little pack that you could, at a moment's notice, you got like 3 days worth of gear, some clothes, medical pack, some food, maybe a tent, a sleeping bag possibly, for, a small cooking kit, things like that, a small little propane tank, things like that, that if you're out, and you have to be out in nature, you have to be out, you can't be at home or something like that, you still be able to be okay until things hopefully, get a little bit better. So I hope this helped out a little bit. Shout out to everyone over there on the East Coast, man. Everyone keep your head strong, and everyone pay attention to these type of events that are going on as we progress throughout the year and as we go into 2013. Pay attention to these type of things, and always remember that the police can't save you. That's not their job anyway. You're supposed to be able to protect yourself. You're supposed to be able to provide for yourself. Be prepared for these things, because when they happen, and they will happen, it's just a matter of when they're going to happen and where they're going to happen. The people that are going to make it out of it are the people that are prepared and the people that are ready and aren't taking this as a joke. Here's a little a biblical analogy for you, for everyone that likes the Bible out there. Noah was building his ark, right? Everyone's clowning him. Oh no, he's building his ark, Everyone's clowning on him, just going about their day. Noah's like, okay, whatever, starts getting his animals together, gets his family and all his folks together that are on board. And when that flood came, he was the only one, and him and his folks were the only ones that survived and made it out of that. Everyone else talking about, oh, Noah, we should have built a boat. Like, yeah, you should have been, the ark comes before the storm, So start getting your ark ready now, so when the storm does come, you'll be able to weather the storm, So until next time, I'll see you guys soon, man.